Welcome to the Boys Only Cast, the only podcast where we all play RuneScape now because Curtis joined us. My name's Devin, joined today by, as usual, trying to interrupt me, Curtis.
It's what I do.
And Mikey.
Hello.
The asshole who had a week to come pick up a webcam and never did.
Sorry, man,
Called
I
out.
forgot.
As usual, podcast live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I almost said Apple Music. If you hate us and you want to leave a shitty review or a 5-star review, you can, and we'll read it because we like reading things. Or you can tweet us.
Please, write a novel.
Yeah, 7 hours worth of reading. We need to
I
extend
don't know how
the
to
podcast.
read.
Also, if you aren't on Apple Podcasts and you're on Spotify or YouTube, you can tweet at us at the Boys Only Fort on Twitter, or mine or Mikey's Twitter is now on the video version of this because Curtis doesn't have Twitter because he hates it.
Yeah, I don't like Twitter. Twitter's actually shit. I mean, I think I've won in that rant before, though.
Yeah,
Fact.
you have.
Yeah.
Also, Mikey's alive after dying last week.
Yes.
After having a nap and not waking up.
I slept through my alarm. I don't know how.
After he physically died last week.
Yeah.
He was taking a nap. Someone beat him over the head with a club.
Yeah, somehow I'm alive though.
It was really unfortunate, but he survived the club beating, so I'm really happy that we're all here today.
That's the first you're happy he's around.
Oh, wow.
Well, sometimes it takes someone being on the brink of death from a club beating to really realize things, you know?
From a club beating.
You know, I just never realized how much I liked you being around until you were almost beaten to death, bludgeoned
Until
with
you
a club.
realized how shitty
What?
that episode was without me.
Well, I don't want to see.
Why
The
are
thing
you
is, if I
sounding
say
so aggressive,
if
you
I
beat
say-
him with the club?
if I say it was a good episode, then that might hurt your feelings because you weren't there.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Mikey doesn't have feelings.
Straight up.
Okay, then we're
He
good.
smokes weed. He's dead inside.
It's a fact.
Man, last night went outside onto the deck to rip a few oneies.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to just get high and clean my room. These people were walking down the sidewalk, and they looked at me, and they saw me holding, all my stuff, and they just gave me the stink eye. Fuck off. Shit's fucking legal. Lick my sack. Go fucking walk your dog elsewhere, assholes.
The thing Devin isn't telling us is that he was probably naked.
Well, no, I had my broken light bulb for my crack smoking.
Alright, it's another day.
Yeah.
It's
I
true.
saw the light bulb, and they're like, fuck, this kid again.
Hair disheveled.
Yeah, and they're like, give him 3 hours, he'll be streaking down the road, and I'm fucking, just straight naked.
Straight naked, as
Just
opposed
straight.
to what? Gay naked?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Are you trying to say there's a difference, you insensitive bastard?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
Ridiculous.
are you assuming my form of naked's sexuality?
Oh yeah, so it's the kind of thing there's a guy he's straight normally, but then when he takes his clothes off, he's gay as fuck.
What? That made no sense. Yeah, you find this so funny. I'm
no, that's what
confused.
you kind of it's what you're alluding to, somebody whose whose sexuality changes when they take their clothes off, some kind of.
Well, no,
weird,
I was going with
superpower.
more the are you trying to assume my gender thing, but okay.
Yeah, but that's what it just made me think. It's just somebody who could just do a little switcheroo like that, just by removing some clothes.
That's called taking clothes off.
Oh, okay.
Don't you remember when I was at your house last night?
Well, I don't want to remember, but how can I forget?
I wasn't a fan of you until I took my clothes off.
Certified scientific facts coming to you
Yep.
only from the Boys Only Cast.
Clothes
Big
came off.
facts.
My eyes did where they pop out of my head, and I went awooga.
Oh, boy, why did you go wooga?
Because his
fucking
eyes
hell.
popped out of his head.
Yeah.
Why else?
Oh, okay. That's what happens when your eyes pop out of your head. You say a wooga. Okay, that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
It's
Makes
you
a
ever
lot of
see those
sense.
old school cartoons where the men the guy sees like an attractive girl, it's like a wooga, and his eyes pop out.
Yeah.
And he starts like
It's because
stomping
his
the
eyes are
ground and
popping out. That's why he's saying a wooga. His eyes
it's
popped
just it's just the accepted sound for when your eyes pop out, I guess.
I started like barking, like
Oh fuck.
tapping my leg. I was like, oh, oh.
That's why I always hate that in cartoons. The stereotype, like when they see like an attractive girl and they just like like just
Oh,
do
like
shit
the
like
cat
that.
calling.
Yeah.
Or there's like a like that kind of sound effect.
It's fucking
Like the whistling.
yeah.
Maybe
No.
it's supposed to symbolize like, look at these men, they're dogs or something like that.
Wow.
But
Wow. You know, like the thing where people.
All men are trash.
True. Men want one thing, and it's disgusting.
all men are trash except for me. I'll save you from the trash men.
You sound like a fucking incel.
No, that's exactly what somebody. No, that's exactly what somebody who would say that would say. They would say all men are trash except for me. Of course,
That's
I'm
that's
an exception.
exactly what you just said. That's exactly what someone who would say that would say. Yeah, no shit, because that's someone who would say that, Curtis. Come on.
Yeah,
I'll get out.
you're that someone.
No, not even.
You know, like when someone sees a girl and they take their glasses off and they clean the glasses, I just take my eyeballs out and clean my eyeballs, make sure I'm
Yeah,
seeing
like
right.
Mr. Krabs when he rips his eyes.
Oh
out.
fuck!
Shines it on his shirt. Yeah.
Isn't that when he sees Mrs. Puff?
I think it might be that episode where, and he's like, he says something like, "Look at that curvy lass," or he calls her curvy or thick or something like that. I don't remember. which
Thick.
one. He says something like that anyway. I just
Was
want to
this
say,
before or after the movie?
oh,
You-
this is like
you can
season
tell-
2. It was like
You
second
can tell
season.
this is
Oh,
you can
sh-
tell this is a 2020 post, just because of the crab emoji in the title.
Emojis
Wait,
are lit,
is my
fam.
screen share? Oh wait, you guys can't see my screen share, can you?
I
It
don't see
froze.
anything.
It's just Google.
Damn, it's okay. I'll have to explain it. The video version has it, but you guys can't see it. It says Mr.
Closed
Krabs
caption.
asked Miss Puff on a date. Crab emoji.
Oh, that's the joke. Okay.
That's why I'm saying you can tell it's from 2020 because it was
I didn't-
uploaded in 2020.
I didn't
It
know
would
that
make
was
more
a
sense if you
2020
guys
joke.
could see it.
I actually
You're-
did see it. I thought that's what you meant. I thought you clicked the video.
Oh no, wait. So can you guys still see my screen then?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's just for me on Discord. It's a black screen.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I just want to say right off the bat that I'm angry because
Curtis
and
is
it's, n-
angry.
it's,
just stop being
and
angry.
it's not Devin and Mikey's fault.
Oh, but
the other
apparently
night,
it
the other
is.
night when we were online and Devin's just playing fucking RuneScape, I was like, I'm fine, you motherfucker, you made me do this. So I was like, I'm gonna play this
Yeah.
fucking game
Hey,
again.
I'll do a
So-
nice recreation of it because it was only me and Curtis in the call at that moment. I was doing a thing. I screen shared my game, and like 30 seconds later, Curtis just goes, "Fuck, fine, I'll download it. You convinced me." And,
Well, yeah, like
and then just
no,
downloaded it.
obviously you know old school RuneScape because like yeah, I played this game a lot, but I haven't played it seriously in 11 or 12 years. So I mean, I instantly like at first I'm like, haha, it's a joke, I'm playing RuneScape, but then I got past Tutorial Island and I was like, nah, I'm killing goblins, it's funny, I'm posting funny little messages and stuff.
Those
but-
messages last night were fucked.
But then afterwards, when we all went offline and I was playing later, I was like, this is fun. And then now I'm just like, okay, I gotta get my mining up, I gotta do the smithing, I gotta do this and that. I'm just like, what the fuck? I didn't realize it would be this easy to get
Wait.
suckered right back into this game.
Wait, we have to be like Curtis. Oh, this is turning into the RuneScape podcast. What the fuck?
Oh, jeez. Well, because you guys talk about it so much, and I would be like, oh fuck, you guys are talking
Hey,
about RuneScape
not-
again.
You'll,
Not as
you'll
much
now
on the
understand
podcast.
all the jokes and what we're talking about now.
Yeah, but
No, he won't because he's a free-to-play little nerd.
well, yeah, no, because you had your membership stuff. But like I said, like, yeah, I played the game a lot, and I overestimated my own stats. Me thinking I had level 100 wood cutting. It was like
I
level 64
guarantee-
on my old account.
Guarantee nobody understands anything that is being said right now. Or there
I
is a
don't
very
know.
small portion.
Well, I'm just saying
I-
this anyway.
Actually,
fuck.
I mean, to be fair, Soldier Boy has now made it mainstream.
There you
True.
go.
Oh,
But
Soldier
It was
Boy.
actually
This is
Soldier Boy
where-
that convinced Curtis.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
Soulja
wasn't
Boy, yeah.
Devin. It was Soldier
My
Boy.
favorite, my favorite musical artist, Soldier Boy, convinced me.
Oh,
Fuck.
God, that's so funny.
But this just shows you. This is just like, and I hate the people who say stuff like, cause people, if you remember in 2016, everyone was like, "Fuck 2016." Oh fuck that classic 2016, and now it's the same thing this year. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's just fucking 2020." We're like halfway. Oh, holy fuck! Like, it's an election year. There's just shit happening. People are like, "Fuck 2020. What to do?" It gets so fucking sick. of
'Cause
people
that's what
saying shit
2020
like
is.
that.
Y-
I know, but it's the same thing that 2016 was. I mean, obviously it's different. It's a different
yeah.
situation, but it's
I don't
the same
remember
thing
talking
people
about
did.
a pandemic.
Well, it's the same thing people did in 2016, where they just keep talking about the year and whoa, what this or that.
Whoa.
What this is my incredibly long way of saying this is what 2020 has done to me. I didn't have
it
to
made
say
you
any
angry
of that
and
stuff.
bitter.
Yeah, made you an angry man.
Yeah, I've been actually. I didn't need to have that rant right before I didn't need to even preface this statement in any way. And yet I
Curtis is-
did.
Curtis is just a bitter old man,
Well,
and he's trying to blame.
I
it
gotta
on
stop
2020.
myself. I have to stop myself from reading stuff because I'm a kind of guy like I'll go on like the Gundam Reddit, okay,
the
and I see people
interwebs.
post stuff, and they'll just say stuff like first kit, first pose, first this or that, and these people piss me off. I'm like, oh, it's another person posting this, another person doing that, and I'm like, wait, they're not even doing anything that warrants anger. Why am I so agitated by this?
Yeah, you should
Wow.
be excited. They're also into the fandom now.
Yeah.
Well,
Curtis.
it's not that people are into it. It's just that you see the same posts over and over, the same this or that. I mean, I don't post anything. I'm not like, oh,
I'm-
what this or that.
I'm
but-
indirectly getting shit on by Curtis.
No, I'm just like when I see, and it could be anywhere. When I see certain things, sometimes it's just like, it ticks the annoying tick in my brain, and I'm just
No,
like,
what I'm
this
saying is I
stupid.
posted my like accomplishment of RuneScape today on Reddit.
Oh, on Reddit. Well, I mean, I post pictures of my Gundams when I've done them on there too. So
Oh, yeah.
I do the
Then how
same
about you?
thing.
How about you stop being a bitter old man?
I don't know, man. It's
You're
just
just you're
weird.
blaming it on
just
2020. You're like,
weird.
man, 2020 is making me such an angry man.
That's
but really,
no.
you're just
That's
a,
what I. That
you're
that
a bitter
at
old
the beginning.
fuck, is what you
At
are.
the beginning, that's what I was trying to say. Is I hate when people do stuff like that.
I hate when people have fun.
No, that's not what I
Yeah.
meant. I hate when people blame stuff on current year or whatever the fuck, or just you know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're trying to. Yeah, you're just a bitter old man, and you're trying to pass it off.
Yeah,
as
everything I'm
2020.
saying right now just makes you sound like a very angry, petty, and easily
'Cause you are.
agitated person over nothing even worth being annoyed by.
Because you're a bitter old man and you're blaming it on 2020. I'm
Oh,
gonna keep
God.
saying it. You're like,
I-
wow,
like I said
2020 is
before,
making me
I've-
really angry, guys. But really, you're just fucking angry.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You implied it.
Okay. Otherwise, I didn't. But I don't really have anything else to say about anything that happened this week. Myself.
Wow,
mean-
your week's starting to get pretty shitty, isn't it?
What?
What?
Watch you get worse.
Yeah, your weeks are gonna get worse and worse as we go along.
Just shut up. What are you even talking about?
It's gonna get worse. You're hitting this point, you realize there's still a lot of time left. And
Yeah, what if
in
you're
this
peaking? What if you peaked?
yeah.
What if
Like-
What the fuck, you guys? Like, what have you brought this conversation into now? Like,
I don't know. You're thinking of it way more than we are. We're just saying words, and as always, you're like over
Mikey's
responding
like,
to it all.
it's gonna
You're
get worse. What if you peaked? What if you peaked? And this is your life now.
like, yeah.
I didn't say that. I said, what if you peaked?
What if you
Like, what if? It's a hypothetical.
Kurt's just
Okay,
accidentally
what if?
smoked crack like 6 months ago, and he's finally coming down from it.
Oh, okay.
He just got a really bad 6-month crack trip. That's what's going on.
I hate when that
Straight up.
happens.
Yep. You as an experienced
You know,
It
crackhead
happens to the
would know.
best of us. Don't worry.
the best
So-
of us. Yeah.
Sometimes there's little white phosphorus left in the light bulb, and you're smoking it. Gets you real fucked.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if we have any news on Cheaper by the Dozen, seeing as we
No,
are a Cheaper by
never.
the Dozen podcast. There is a new article. The true story. Every child had to weigh themselves every night.
Here's
The
a new,
real life family behind Cheaper by the Dozen. This is just an article about the real family that had like 12 fucking kids or some shit like that.
Oh, so it's not the cheaper by the dozen then.
No, it's just one of those stupid articles that someone wrote. And
Yeah,
let's
because
see.
that like that other TV family that has like 97 kids.
Yeah.
John and Kate.
And
Plus
and
No,
I'm looking at
the newer one.
I'm looking
Octomom.
at there's another article.
Did you know Octomom did a porno?
Yeah, that's like the thing she's most famous for doing nowadays.
I thought it was having 8 kids at once.
Well, yeah, but with Octomom, like the first thing you say is having 8 kids, and the second thing you say is that she did porn. It's like those are like two things that are like, those are her two things, you know?
I have no idea
Well-
who you guys are talking about.
Well, I
Search
know. I'm
up
just saying, like
Octomom.
with Octomom, like her legacy is having 8 kids and then being in a porn. Like those are her two accomplishments.
That's yeah. I mean, I guess that's life.
I just feel like most people know, you know. So it's like,
Yeah, have
Boom.
8 kids
Like-
at once and do some porn. Everyday life.
yeah, like you know, you think of JFK, you think of him dying, and like I don't know, the
Excuse
Cuban
me?
Missile Crisis. So you know,
I don't see any new cheaper by the dozen news.
no,
All I see is a then and now from a month ago.
yeah. Sorry, everyone, no new news. If you're looking forward to that,
Check back
Wow,
next
Curtis.
week.
Curtis,
check
you
back
gave
next
them
week
the-
for
You gave them the
exciting
news
update.
early.
our exciting update where I stayed up till 1:30 playing a stupid game. My brain's kind of fried right now, and already in the first 15 minutes, I've sounded like an idiot multiple times.
I mean, like, you don't have to be
Isn't that
tired
every time?
to be like that.
Yeah, that's I don't I oh now I'm blaming it not on 2020 but being tired.
Wow. Curtis is a
so you're
bitter
gonna
old
get
man because
100.
he's not sleeping at night.
You gotta
Oh,
you blame it. I'm blaming it on everything except for yourself. You always gotta find something else to blame, you know.
it's fact.
Yeah, maybe for you.
No, it's not actually what I
Clearly,
do.
clearly, me and Mikey take responsibility for our actions.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as I continue to tell myself not to eat like a fat fuck and then order 2 subs for dinner.
For dinner, I thought you ordered 2 subs to have one like the next day.
Well, I'll order like a sub,
Yeah,
2 subs.
that
At
was
l-
the
if I order
original
2 subs,
plan, and then you ate
Yeah.
both of them.
that's usually what happens, and then I eat them both.
Right, so like you have a nice idea in your head, like I'm gonna do this, and you know have one the next day. Like
Yeah,
it's a really nice
well,
thing in your head.
Well, no, it's like I'll get 2 at lunch, so then I have one for lunch, and then I have one for dinner.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That
But
makes
then
sense.
2 hours after lunch, I go, man, I'm still hungry. Oh fuck,
and
I
the
have a sub.
subs in there.
I have a sub in the
Yeah.
fridge beside my desk, so why not
Yeah.
fucking eat
That's
it?
really hard to turn down. Yeah.
No,
Man,
it's
I had-
really hard to
I-
turn down.
What?
Curtis, you want to know what else is really hard to turn down?
What?
A TV at max volume with the volume button broken.
Yeah.
And it's even
Okay.
harder when it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
What is 3 a.m.? The hardest time to turn down a TV.
Because you're
When it's
panicking
3
and you
a.m.
don't want to wake everyone up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you okay?
You're like, oh shit, and you're like pressing
then-
even harder.
Man,
Yeah.
I have a
That's-
vision in my head, and it's one of those things where it's either an early memory or a dream I had that I associated with memory. And watching SpongeBob, and I think it was right in the opening, a song, and just cranking the TV to max volume and so loud that like a warning message appeared or something like that.
What?
Or there was was like something crazy happened when I turned it all the way up, and that
Something
purple bar,
crazy. Yeah.
that purple bar in the old tube TV kept going, and then like some kind of warning message came up or something. Like, but I don't actually know. I have a
I
lot of
think you're
memories
high.
that I have a lot of memories that I don't know if they actually happened or if it was like, you know, sometimes when you're a kid you have a dream, it's really memorable and it kind of like becomes associated with your memories.
You're just admitting that you've had multiple fever dreams as a child. You're not sure if they were real.
I don't know if I don't want to call them fever dreams. I mean,
They're
is that your
fever
idea of a
dreams.
fever dream? Is just turning the TV up so loud that it gives you a
Man,
warning message?
There's a lot of shit over the last couple of months that I'm not even sure if it actually happened or if I just had a dream, because I just have really fucked up dreams.
Fair enough. I had a dream the other night where went to some store and there was like a secret back room, and it was basically, it looked like an old abandoned store, and it was full of like dusty shelves and shit like tipped over, and windows all boarded up, and like product all over the place, and it was dusty as fuck. And some guy came and he's like, "What are you doing in here?"
The fuck?
It's very evocative.
What are you
I have
doing here?
very evocative dreams with locations and
Did you
stuff
say
like that.
provocative?
I said evocative. It's very
Provocative?
provocative. Really risky.
guy
I don't
came
even know
in
if I
and
could talk about it.
Guy came in and he said, "What are you doing in here?" And then all of a sudden you two started fucking.
Well, yeah, I just didn't tell you the rest of the dream. It's not a lie if I just don't tell you the whole truth.
Is that why he sounded like that? He's like, "What are you doing in here?" Because you were already shoving your dick in his mouth.
Yes, that's exactly why. You're brilliant. You're so smart. You figured it out.
And I just know everything. I'm a god.
You're Einstein.
You know what? You know what?
What?
I am. I don't know.
Sure.
Today, I found this YouTube channel that I started watching a couple videos. This guy does like, I guess they're kind of mini doc kind of things.
Okay.
But I watched a 45-minute video on John McAfee.
Oh, the virus guy.
Yeah, dude, that's a
Yeah.
that's a strange man.
Man,
What
yeah,
channel?
he's fucked. Jay Aubrey.
Oh, okay.
And then from that, I got linked to a video that's an hour and a half long. I'm not done it yet. It's just breaking down the madness of Kanye West.
Oh.
Like, he goes through his career, and then I guess I'm not all the way through it yet, but he's kind of just been going through like his early career and all that, talking
Mhm.
about like Through the Wire and all that.
Did he talk about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy yet? Did you get to that part?
How around where in his music is that?
That's before Yeezus. After.
Okay, no, I'm just after what is it, Graduation or whatever? What the fuck's that album called? The one, or no, it's whatever album
wait,
had
no,
Stronger on it. Whatever album had Stronger on it.
Yeah, that's Graduation. No, I'm thinking. Actually, I mean 808 and Heartbreaks.
Oh yeah, there was a little bit of talk about that.
Yeah, like the death of his mother.
Yeah, because that album was supposed to be named something different, but then his mom died and everything like changed on that whole album. His entire style changed and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And,
Here's.
and that's where he like really changed like his personality. Like he kind of like started to go crazy.
He went, yeah, he just no, he was honestly watching this video, and it kind of goes into more of the stuff. It's kind of the same stuff you already hear, but just kind of like in a format like that, you realize he is kind of just fucking crazy already.
Yeah, but like around here, like he was even more crazy.
Oh yeah, like this tipped him over the edge is what it was.
Yeah.
I really love though just the the George W. Bush doesn't like black people.
Oh yeah, and
His
then Mike
famous
Myers.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Myers is literally the guy when he did the video of it. He zoomed in on Mike Myers' face as he said that, and I've never seen Mike Myers' reaction to that. I've never paid
Yeah.
attention to that.
Yeah.
He's just like, what? Even that is just weird. It's weird having Mike Myers and Kanye West standing next to each other.
That's a very
True.
weird combination. Yeah.
Well, like 2000. That was like when was that was like around Katrina. When was Katrina?
It was during Hurricane Katrina, 2006.
Well, like
This was
that's
during
on-
like their relief fund thing for it.
yeah. Well, Mike Myers was pretty big in 2006.
I know, but just look. Does this not just kind of look like kind of awkward? I don't know. This is just maybe it's just me.
It's a weird combination of people to put together for sure.
It's like up and coming rapper with
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers,
And Shrek.
Yeah.
and
And
is Shrek at
Shrek
that?
and
Yeah, I guess
Cat in
Shrek's
the
at that time.
Hat.
Yeah.
And, Love Guru.
Mhm.
Like there's
Unfortunately.
part of his facial reaction of when he says George W. Bush doesn't like black people. He's literally just like his head snaps at him. He's just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Man, that has been my rabbit hole lately, is watching this one guy do videos about every single presidential election.
The fuck?
He's kind of cringy. He's kind of like Gen X. His favorite band is probably Weezer type cringe. He feels to me like
what's
a
wrong
history.
with Weezer?
Weezer's fine, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, that's just
fuck
what I
off.
associate him. Like, he looks like the singer from Weezer, and he feels to me like a history teacher who wants
What's
to
the
be fun
channel?
and quirky.
What's the channel?
Mr. Beat.
Mr.
like-
Beast.
Mr. Beat.
Mr.
His videos are good. They're very.
I
his
type in
videos are
Mr.
very.
I type in Mr. Beat.
Beats.
The first, I know. I type in Mr. Beat. The first.
This
that comes up
video
Mr.
is spon-
Beast.
Oh, but his videos are good. They're very informative. They're just like a little bit cringy, because in some parts, he feels like he's like a history teacher that wants to be a little quirky and funny. And
he
you
has
guys
a
know that. You
two-
guys know the type.
He has a 2-hour U.S. president tier list video.
I watched that video last night. Actually, I had that on while I was playing this stupid game. It's very entertaining. I
Jesus.
mean, his videos about every election, they're informative, and they're at least not overly serious.
You're not overly
but-
serious.
I don't know. I just don't personally care for some of the interjections of humor, but
So, I've drank a lot of water today, and I've pissed like a goddamn racehorse, and I hate to do it, but I have to go to the bathroom.
Brag
thanks for
about it.
announcing it.
I know. Well, no, I'm just gonna run away and not say anything. You know, I'm just gonna disappear from
Yeah.
the podcast.
He's
Wow.
gone.
Disrespect.
So yeah, talk about penis anatomy.
I don't know what there is to say. It's a weird device. Like it's
A
just
device.
weird,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Wow.
But we were talking
baby.
about YouTube channels, but like a channel I've actually been watching, it's called the B1M. It's like an
Okay,
engineering
okay.
construction channel, and it
Oh.
just talks about like construction and like engineering projects around the world.
Like big things like buildings and
Yeah,
stuff like that, or
I'll send a video, or like
That's-
a link
that-
to an example.
that sounds like something that sounds boring, but it could actually be very entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Sure, this one. This looks interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops.
Yeah. Switching channel.
Just weird
Norway
stuff like that.
Coastal Highway. Okay, so he just talks about crazy shit like this, eh?
Mm-hmm.
There's
Like
a lot
big-
of views. There's a lot of views on a video like this. Holy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
is
I
this?
see how that could be. Interesting.
It's like a construction and engineering channel I've been watching, and I've been
Okay.
getting the past couple days.
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm bored.
That's what happens. You gotta you find all this shit on YouTube that you're like, why would I watch this? And then you just start watching it, man.
And
That's,
like you could like learn a few things too out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this guy's name? I know there's Mark Robber.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
He's him. Who's the other guy? It's like Vert.
He's a Lucy Vert.
Is it Vertarium? Yeah, Vertarium.
Oh, he's pretty
No,
good.
maybe that's not him.
Alright.
Is it Vitarium or something like that? I don't know.
Veterian.
He's another one of them like science channel kind of guys. He did a talk about
Veritasium?
Veritasium. Yeah, maybe that's. Yeah, this guy.
A question-
He did a video about parallel worlds, and I got like right into it and everything.
Parallel worlds.
Just random random science shit. Even if I don't fucking understand any of it, I'll watch it and just kind of like zone out watching that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Well, like
Or
that
I
one
did a-
guy.
Sometimes when Joe Rogan like has like interesting like scientists on his podcast and they have the
Yeah,
clips
like
on YouTube.
Elon Musk.
Nah, not that guy. No.
No, I know.
Fuck.
Like I think Brian Cox, like some scientist, he talks about black holes.
No.
Oh yeah,
Those,
yeah.
those
I
are
saw
the
a clip.
episodes I don't listen to, but I always just skip over them. They don't seem interesting.
Curtis, because you like hearing the. Have you ever done DMT before?
No, I like when he has
Tom
either
Segura.
like people I know or
Alex Jones.
Ju-
people. Yeah, no, those are his best episodes. Those
The
are his
Alex
best episodes
ones
with
are
Alex Jones.
fucked. The Alex Jones ones
Those are
fucked.
absolutely his best and most entertaining episodes. They're just wild, you know, and they're long too.
I like the Sober October ones, or like anytime he gets like Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura and Ari Shafir. Even though Ari Shafir is getting shit on again.
That's the guy who whips his balls out all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's on
That-
Boner City. I love Boner City. It's
It-
my favorite podcast. They don't do it anymore, but he was on one episode where he rubbed his balls on the mic and shit like that.
Ari Shafir is a weird guy, but every time there's something
Yeah.
like some big news thing, he tweets out something controversial, gets all over the
Oh.
news, and then gets shit on, and he does it all the time, and it's kind of annoying. But
I didn't
the
know
same
he was
time, it's
still
like-
around.
yeah, 2 years ago after Sober October, he posted a video as soon as like they kind of cut Sober October short on Halloween night because they're obviously not gonna not get fucked up at the end of Sober October on the one of the biggest party nights of
Yeah.
the year.
Mhm.
So it ended. He took a tab of acid and washed it down with like a double shot of tequila, and then just shot after shot after shot. Did like 2 more tabs of acid. And just
No,
smoked a bunch
no.
of weed, and like.
yeah.
But that's the thing. For him, it's like he gets a little more fucked up than he normally would because that's just what he's used to. He does shit like that all the time.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. Like I said, I mean, Boner City. That's just a classic podcast. There's 89 episodes, and it's a podcast from 2012, and it's just a bunch of guys just arguing and telling these crazy stories and shit. Like it's so good. I've listened to the podcast 3 times now.
That's those
Jesus.
like those comedians have fucked up story. Like the really
Yeah.
go to the Mr. Mackey. The drugs are bad. Okay. But really the comedians who just do shitloads of drugs just have the best stories.
They do. They are all these guys who just have these weird lifestyles that you personally, like someone like me, I can't imagine having. But I listen to
Yeah.
these guys, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like
There
people do
there's
this shit.
there's some who's the short I don't know if he's Mexican or Spanish in some way. He's always on Joe Rogan. He's one of Joe Rogan's like good friends.
I'm not sure.
He has his own podcast. Fuck. Diaz, is that what his last name is?
The joke stealing guy.
Joe is it Joey? No, not that guy.
Gabriel
Joey,
Iglesias. or whatever the fuck.
Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz.
Oh, okay.
He had a story where he was just really drunk, and he his friend's neighbor's dog would always sneak into his backyard and like shit in his backyard, and he had to shit really bad, so he just shit in his friend's backyard and blamed it on a dog. Like
Okay.
stuff like that is like it's really funny,
Yeah.
and I could see myself doing that.
No, that's the best thing about podcasts. And naturally, the appeal of podcasts is that you're just like observing a really interesting conversation,
Yeah.
or you just like, okay, I'd want to talk to these guys or whatever, you know. There's that kind of appeal to it.
I feel like if you ever met Ari Shafir, you'd just leave.
You'd see his balls.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably, but
That's the
Well,
impression I
no,
got out
I-
of him. Is
I
that he
think
just
that's
likes to
more
show people's
towards-
balls.
I think that's more towards like his good friends, though. He'll do stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah.
But he used to go to like the UFC fights, and there were THC, like the mint strips or whatever, the really old like Crest strips. You'd put them on your tongue, and they'd freshen your
yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
They made like THC versions, and he
Oh,
would
no.
go to UFC fights, tape them to like the bathroom wall, and tweet a picture of it and say, "If you find it, this is where I'm sitting. Come find me after you take it."
Uh-oh.
So he would just like put drugs in a bathroom for people to find.
Just another day.
Yeah, he's such a weird guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
Podcast talk on a podcast.
Whoa.
What do you know?
No way, man.
How can you do that? How is that possible?
Podcastception, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, and again, not to say 2020 again.
Oh God, here we go.
2020 has us talking about stuff we've watched or stuff we've eaten in the week. And that's
Well,
mostly it.
that I mean, to be
What
fair,
else is there?
we are technically allowed to start going out. Well, at least
Yeah.
here in where
Well,
we
yeah.
are.
In our region, yeah, the bars opened up.
I'm like,
not
I,
going to
I
a
don't want to go to
bar.
the bar. I'm not going to a
Absolutely
bar,
not.
but like I'm ready to go get some like good eats.
Mhm.
Man,
Get some
after this, I don't
food.
even want to go to a restaurant, so I'm good just staying at home, man.
It's not like people aren't following cleaning procedures.
Oh, I know, but I'm just like, you know what?
Cleaning procedures are going to be better, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd hope these places. I mean, I imagine a lot of places are just gonna do shit for show. You know, and those are the more corporate places are definitely like that. But local
Well-
places have a lot more to lose, so they're naturally gonna want to be a lot cleaner.
My boss, well, kind of my boss, he runs the store. Well, the actual boss is gone.
Mhm.
The owner?
Well, it's his brother. Like they're related, so it's like I just call him my boss. He was talking. He was at nondescript grocery market. No, it wasn't Walmart. It's just some like other place.
Yeah.
He's going through, and this manager, I guess, was running the checkout till, and as soon as he touched the screen on the like doing his debit transaction, the guy immediately cleaned the screen. And my boss is like, "Wow, that's kind of weird." He's like, "What do you mean that's weird? We've been doing this like the entire pandemic." He goes, "Nah, I'm here like twice a week getting stuff, and I've been here like twice a week. And this is the first time I've ever seen this happen."
Yeah,
It's
a
like-
little out of touch or something. Eh?
Called
Well,
out
it's also
all
like
the employees.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, fucking younger employees are just fucking stupid.
Can't be asked to do like small shit.
Yeah, they also don't give a shit, and it's like
Yeah.
dumbass. I don't know. Fucking, I hate people like that. Like if I was still working in fast food, I'd be cleaning. I've already cleaned like all the fucking time in the first place, so I'd be cleaning like
And
10
would
times
just
fucking
be
more.
heightened. Yeah.
Well, and every time I followed the rule of if I touched my phone, technically my hands are dirty. I'd wash my hands, and I touched my phone a lot at work, so I'd wash my
Right.
hands a lot at work.
Yeah, it's like that at Pizza Hut too. Constant hand washing.
Well, that's what it should be, but people fucking don't care.
Yeah.
Like the amount of
And that's-
times
That's
I
just
had to
makes you think.
argue. Yeah, I
Those
had
are
to
the
argue
kind-
with
tho-
so many
these
people
are the kind of
before.
people that are making your fast food. Just remember that, everyone.
I mean, if I get sick from fast food, then lawsuit.
If you get sick from, I thought you were gonna say like, if I get sick from fast food, at least I had a good meal.
Fuck no, fast food sucks.
Yeah.
Like fast food's only there if you want like quick calories.
Mm-hmm.
Something convenient and easy.
Even though last week I went and got food for lunch 3 times.
It's hard, man. Like
I was-
sometimes, like I got skip, for the one Greek place. Had a fantastic Euro and Greek salad. It was so fucking good. And then the next day, I'm like, I want to do it again. And I'm like, I want to do that tomorrow. Like now, I want to do it like every day, just 'cause you do it once and it was so good. I'm like, I want to keep doing it, but moderation.
I've
You know.
I've been doing it more like. Well, my time that I order food is usually like Friday, Saturday, and especially right now, nobody's home because everyone goes out to camp.
Yeah.
So like, I really don't feel like cooking food. Even though like I normally cook myself food, it's just
You're just like
I'm like, I'm already party time. Yeah, party time. Let me order Mr. Sub party time.
Yeah, buddy, that's party. You should try other stuff. You know, it's good to explore on Skip.
I
That's what
do.
did when
I
when
get
first
Mr.
started
Sub, Subway,
kinds of
or
different
Pita
things.
Pit.
That's real exploring, man.
The best thing
Holy.
is when I have Pita
You're an
Pit.
adventurer.
If I order Pita Pit on a Saturday, those are basically just like wraps. My meal prep is just wraps. So I'm basically just eating the same thing.
Yeah, you're just Well, yeah. Sometimes
but
Skip
like,
really. Sometimes Skip really makes you wonder, like, with delivery and with a tip, it makes you really think, is this worth it? Especially if the delivery and tip is almost more than what you're actually getting.
Well, you don't even tip anything half the time, Curtis. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but you have to tip on Skip.
No, you
so-
don't.
do you still only tip
For-
your $2?
For people who don't know,
$2.
Skip the Dishes
Well-
is DoorDash and Uber and all that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it's called something different everywhere. I just assumed that it was everyone knew Skip. I didn't realize that there's other.
Where
It's
Skip's
our
very
original.
generalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We do have like
No.
Uber Eats.
I'm
Dude,
no, I'm
it's
definitely one
trash.
of those. I'm one of those. I'm just like, you know what, tips and shit. Like, these people should just have a living wage, and I shouldn't be responsible to pay part
But
of
they
that.
but they don't have a living wage, so why the fuck aren't you tipping them? Asshole.
Well, I'm just saying that it's not my responsibility if they don't get paid properly. It's not my responsibility to give these people money. It's their employer's responsibility.
And Curtis can get put on blast if anyone listens to this.
No,
Well,
it's.
then why,
I mean,
why
I
don't you go
tip.
pick up your
I
own
mean,
food then?
well, I'm saying I tip. Well, delivery people tip because they're
What?
on Skip.
pick
Yeah,
up
they're
your food
using
then.
their own cars or everything. So I tip on Skip. I'm just saying in general, when you're at a restaurant, it should just be paid a good wage anyway, and I shouldn't have to be responsible for part of that.
Yeah, but like your tip is also shared with the kitchen. So if you like your food a lot, you
Yeah.
wanna almost-
Yeah, for sure. But I just I don't know. I'm cheap.
And if you have good service, that's what the tips are.
Man-
Like,
Man,
oh, I got my
I'm-
drinks really fast. Thank you. Here's an additional.
I'm broke and I start my tip at 20%, and it's like, man, I feel like I'm like hurting this guy. I'm like, this waiter was shit. He's getting 15%.
Yeah. If they're shitty, they get
15.
15%. It's like, if it's really garbage, it's 10%. If it's
I
like,
tip.
and
I
it's
tip
still like if-
$2 or $3
you're
at
a
the
piece of
most. I
shit.
tip $5. $5 is the most I'll tip.
I mean,
good
$5
service
not
is
bad.
20. If I'm drunk and it's really good service, I'll do 25.
That's the thing. The times we've had like bad service and I've tipped 15%, I've just drank so much. I've spent like $100, so it's still like the tip's
Oh,
like
God.
$15. So it's still
One-
like
I think
they
one
still
time
get a
what was
good
it?
ass tip.
I accidentally tipped like 20 cents instead of $2.
Oh yeah.
I
I-
felt mean about that.
I ended
'cause
up
she wasn't
tipping-
a bad waitress, but
I ended up tipping that waitress, I think 25.
oh god, see, that's just what I mean. Like 25, that's my money. That's my money. I don't want to.
I think I did
You know.
25 because she was a good waitress and to make up for your shit fucking tip.
Oh, there we go. I don't know, I
think
just
I
think
paid
tipping-
decent as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the idea if you want to like be a kid that was good, but just like as an obligatory, like you must tip. I don't like that. I don't like that thing. Oh, you have to do this.
Well, I feel like you should tip something.
I don't think so. I think like a lot of times if it's just base level, you know, then there shouldn't be any kind of
I-
pressure to tip. They should just be paid properly to begin with because my
I
money
also-
is my money.
I also have it in the way of I grew up a lot going to restaurants in the States because like I was on baseball tournaments and all that, where you literally like tips matter.
Yeah,
Tips matter a lot more in the States than they do in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know. This is kind of I don't like that.
I just like to think they get their tip. Like some of them will check the little,
The rest
the some will check like the debit receipt there and then, and like it's like whatever.
Right.
But I feel like it's like those ones that don't check it at the table and they go walk to the back and they look and they're like, wow, I just got tipped like $12 from this guy. Like that makes me feel great.
Well, I just got tipped 20 cents by this guy. Feels great.
Yeah, and I always hope mine comes up after Curtis.
It
They're
was
like,
an
wow, this guy's a
accident. It was an
dickhead. And they're like, wow,
actual-
this guy's
It was
great.
an actual accident when I tipped that. But I'm saying like I like to like when I get my hair cut, I give a good I like to give a good tip because they do a good job and it's,
Toss a
it's
dime.
cool. But
Wait,
toss the dime.
You give them a tip for cutting your hair, but you don't give tip for good food.
Well, I'm just saying,
Why
like, I don't like the whole.
Shouldn't
I
someone
don't-
cutting your hair be paid a livable wage because your money's your money? You get contradicted in so many things you do, and I love it.
I'm a hypocrite.
No, I know, I love it.
Honestly, nothing I say makes sense. I'm just weird. I go on these weird rants about shit,
and then we contradict it, and you or you contradict yourself, and we call it out, and it's funny.
yeah. I don't know. The point is I'm cheap, and that's really all there is to it.
Just eat cheaper at restaurants.
Yeah, so then
Well, no,
eat-
I don't. I don't.
spend $10, so
I don't
your
like to
20%
follow-
tip is nice.
I don't
Yeah.
like to follow the 20%, 50% tip. I just do $2, $3, $5. That's it. You know.
I just do 20% because I like people. Just kidding. I fucking hate people. I just think is that, I mean, if they're working their ass off, I'm totally okay with spending like an extra $10.
$10, you could get like some good food at $10.
You-
So you can
Curtis,
go,
you know
like,
what else I could do with that? Yeah, you know what else happens with that food that I could get, Curtis? I just spend the
What?
other $10 I have on that food.
I don't know. I'm just, I have no problem spending money on shit like Gundams or whatever. I have no problem spending money on that. But when it comes to something like if I gotta buy a new mattress, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta part this
Well-
money. It's so tragic. But meanwhile it's a thing I use every
But-
single day. It's a very important thing.
How much is a Gundam?
The most expensive one I bought
'Kay.
was 205.
Okay, what's like
Usually
the
they're-
average?
It depends what grade. Usually you're
What's
you're
the
under-
average, you little fucking nerd?
Okay, between $20 to $70.
Okay, how much is a mattress?
The one I got was almost $200.
Actually,
What?
that's not bad. But
That's
still,
cheap.
that's
It's a fold up for like a futon.
Oh,
Oh yeah, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you didn't want to part with $200 for a futon mattress?
but meanwhile, I'm like, man, that's something I like. I sleep on that.
yeah,
like,
you
in
should
summer when I
you should look
sleep
at like
downstairs.
Casper mattresses.
I want to get one, but they're so
Oh.
fucking expensive, and it's like my
Well-
back is
Well,
horrible.
no, like the
ye-
one starts at 545 Canadian.
Does it?
But like,
Sorry,
yeah,
does it sound like
just
I'm made of
looking
money?
Because like
Yeah.
I just want a better mattress down here because I sleep downstairs, like when it's hot, so I sleep downstairs. I don't do it all the time, but need a better mattress. And yeah, for some reason, something like that's important. You gotta have a good mattress, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to spend this money, but I'll spend it on pointless plastic shit.
You always want to spend money on things that separate you from the ground. So like shoes, chairs, bed, and
Gundams.
yeah, that's all I could think of. Yeah, Gundams.
I'm not one.
He
I
stands
don't
on
know.
the Gundams.
Shoes are not like I spend the cheapest amount I can possibly spend on shoes. Like I'll just go Walmart, get a shit
Yeah.
pair of shoes. 'cause I
How
don't
much were
care.
your shoes? How much do your shoes cost? I bet I can beat you.
My shoes? I don't know, probably like $20.
Boom! I spent 16.
That's good. I mean, like I said,
No,
like,
they're a shit pair of shoes, and
I don't know.
They
For
were to
me,
hit a free
shoes-
shipping thing, so
Shoes are just something like you just wear them. I don't. Shoe fashion is not my thing, so
Well,
I don't consider that.
It's not even have to be fashion, just comfortable shoes. Like $80 can get you like a good pair of like.
I have
New
a
Balance.
pair. I have a pair of Kiss Vans that I like to break out every summer. They're falling apart. They're terrible. They're ripping. They're almost separated in half. But I'm gonna wear them
would
until
you
they're
spend
Then you
literally
didn't care about
$200 on a new
style.
pair?
multiple pieces. They're great rock and roll over Vans. I love
Would you-
them. I
would
destroyed
you-
'em.
Would you spend $200 to buy a new pair? If you found like a mint condition pair online?
No, because I'd be like $200. No way. But then
Now
I'll
I'm gonna
spend
go-
that money on
Yeah, now
pointless
I'm gonna
shit.
go buy Gundams.
You'd be
Yeah,
like that. you'd be,
exactly.
no way.
Exactly. What a fucking idiot. Like sometimes life is funny like that,
Curtis, do you
How
do
funny is
adult
it?
things? Like save your money, Curtis?
Yes, I save my money.
No, I'm not-
absolutely.
Alright, you didn't have to sound so offended. I was just asking a question. I was just
Absolutely.
asking. You're just like, yes I do.
You gotta have like, your tax free savings account, your secret money you don't touch,
Yeah, mine's got $0 in it. My TSFA or whatever the fuck that's called, tax
Yeah.
TFSAA or whatever.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
I got 0 in that, 700 in stocks, and then I just put. Man, I felt like an adult. I got my paycheck. I put $600 into a savings account to start saving up towards a house to move out.
That is a very adult thing. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
$700 in stocks.
Yeah.
Wait, like you you made that much?
No, God
Oh.
no. I'm very little.
And out of that 700, how
Actually,
much
I'm
money
down
do
a
you
lot,
think?
but-
How much do you think that you would make theoretically out of putting $700 in?
Well, it started with 250, and then I put like 100, another 100.
Yeah, like, obviously
it was
you
like
didn't just drop it in one day. Yeah.
it was kind of like a savings account I was putting in there. I don't expect to make a lot. I don't put myself in like super risky stocks.
Yeah.
I'm mainly in ETFs, so they either go up or they go down, and it's usually very little movement.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole stock thing. No, I'm not
I-
saying it's stupid, but
I don't
just
have the
something that I
time.
wouldn't consider.
I don't have the time to like fully research and sit and watch these things like every day, so I just like did a
Yeah.
little bit of research into some ETFs, and I was like, you know what,
Some simple things, something to do anyway.
Good
I
at-
guess.
good enough. I check them every couple of days, decide when I'm going to put more money in, and
Yeah.
that's also more of a savings account, so more or less I got like
Mm.
$1,200. I'm an adult
There's still
now.
always your safe. There are still always your safe picks, and then there's still also like the
Yeah.
unknown
Sense.
ones that like for example, I picked a clean energy company that was only like $2 per share. Like they've gone up to like $5, and I'm still holding.
I'm in a marijuana science ETF,
Marijuana.
and it's been one of my heavy hitters. It's gone up decent amount over the last month. Or no, last couple months. Fucking I don't know. All I know is I set myself a goal of how much I want to save up, because it's like a half decent down payment on a house.
Hmm
Right.
And
Like, a
I'm
part of me-
fucking-
Like a part of me is like in a saving mode, and like I should like be trying to invest in stocks, but like I don't want to take that risk and lose a bunch.
Nah, that's
stocks,
why
stocks are definitely not as good or as safe an idea as having a tax-free savings account.
especially with how the market
But-
is right now, but
Yeah, like
I mean,
I might throw like another $50 on, like maybe in a week or so, just to see how I feel.
But I guess you don't win if you don't play or some shit like that.
I'm
I
waiting
don't
for
know.
my income tax to come in, then I'm putting probably half of that into stocks, and then the rest probably onto splitting between bills and savings account. Cause like I don't know. If you do like
mature.
if you do like kind of less risky stocks, I mean, to be fair, no stock is really low risk if you think about it. But like ones that aren't gonna fluctuate like mad every day, they're not like businesses
Yeah.
and shit. I'm totally okay with if like a year from now I go to pull from it and I'm like, oh wow, I'm down $50. I'm like, that sucks.
I'd be pissed.
Well, but that's the thing. I could instead invest in something that could like make my portfolio go really up, or in 2 weeks I could be like, wow, I have $100 left of this $700.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the same thing can happen. It
And-
could go
yeah.
down, and then you just like it could go down 1 week, and then like it could go up if you hold on like a month later. That's the thing you
Yeah.
don't know.
Mhm.
It might get acquired by another company and it might increase the value, or just like might.
That's the thing with ETFs. They're like collective stocks. Like there's more than one stock in an ETF, kind of. Like most of the ones I'm in are just banks. I'm basically just this bank chooses other stocks, and I'm basically betting on this bank to not do a shit job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, like banks are pretty safe. Like if you invest in
Yeah.
them for the most part. Well, but like obviously there's higher risk ones.
Yeah. I'm using it more like kind of similar to like your tax-free savings account, Curtis. But
Mm-hmm.
as long as things don't go horrible, like my chance of it going up more is there.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
I put
It's like
an amount that I'm
some
not
weird.
I put an amount that I'm not like I'll be kind of upset if I lose it, but it's not gonna like break me.
It's some weird. Not. It's gambling, but I don't know. Is it MLG gambling? I
It,
don't
It
it's
know.
feeds
ga-
my it feeds my gambling addiction.
it's
Yeah.
gambling in a way where you could almost control it if you
Yeah.
like do your research. Like, cause you could choose
Right.
you could choose which companies you want to invest in, but you don't know where they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if I had all the
So I
time in
guess
the
it's like
world, like I would really put fucking so much time into it, but
so it's
I
like
could care
either
less.
choosing to play poker, blackjack, or the slots. It's,
Oh yeah.
you get to choose.
Right.
That's the adulting section of the podcast.
Stonks.
Oh God, I hate that word.
Stonks?
Adulting.
No adulting.
Oh, adulting.
Yeah.
Oh, look
Okay.
at me, just adulting.
I'm
Uh-huh.
adulting.
That's something that someone who's a child would say.
A boomer would hate
Yeah.
that.
Boomer. Yeah.
Curtis, how does it feel that you're less of an adult than people who do drugs?
What? What did you just say?
We invest in stocks, but we also smoke weed. How does it feel to be less than us?
Oh.
Kidding.
less.
I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm crying.
Clearly, I don't need to invest in stocks to be better than Curtis.
Of course.
Curtis,
natural
I can't wait
fact.
till you come over to my house and you see the 17 Gundams I built to impress you.
What if you? Yeah, I'd be pissed if like you actually secretly been doing this and you've like doing it way better than me and you have
You
these
come
like,
over to my house,
beautiful-
my entire wall
like-
is just made of Gundams. Just
and they're like
Curtis,
so extremely well done. I'd be like, what the fuck?
I've got these like $400 Gundams. I'm like, Curtis,
You're
Are you
the
proud of
perfect
me?
grades, yeah. You're proud of me. That's all I want. I just want someone to be proud of me. That's it.
Oh, sorry. I looked at my that stock trading app. Crypto's coming to it.
yeah. Well, it's not coming to it. It's they're making an app for it. It's Wealth
Oh.
Simple, which I guess more Canadians would know Wealth Simple because Americans use Robinhood. I think.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
not
that's
gonna
what it
do
is.
that. I don't trust crypto unless I could buy Dogecoin.
No, Dogecoin right now is going over some fucking. You haven't heard the Dogecoin TikTok scams?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, I haven't looked too much into it, but apparently, like, it seems like there's something sketchy with TikTok. I don't know if it's TikTok itself or people on it are like trying to sway Dogecoin.
Something sketchy with TikTok. I would have never guessed.
Hey man, I'm on the as they call it, I'm on the alt side of TikTok, so I don't see that shit.
Okay.
I just see I just see
didn't know there was an alternate side of
I don't
TikTok.
know. That's literally all I get right now is just really like meme sounds, like I guess audios. And that's about it. And like the random just like person dancing, but
Porn.
thankfully, no, fucking man, it used to be weird when you go on TikTok because then you get dancing videos, and really it's like you see a dancing video and you're like, that's a 13-year-old girl, and it's just like I don't want to be shown a bunch of 13-year-olds. They show me people over the age of 20.
There you go.
TikTok's evolving.
There
Well,
you
it's-
go.
Evolving.
It's just creepy if you're scrolling through TikTok as like someone in their 20s and all you're seeing is like 13, 14-year-olds, and like, this makes me.
True.
And there were some like before when I like a year ago there were some very like you had to swipe through TikTok for 45 minutes to find these just like cursed memes, and they were great when you found them. Like the one I sent on Friday, Curtis.
Oh,
The
God. And Captain
Dave-
Milk.
day 4 of not shoving this granola bar up my asshole.
Yeah. No, like that shit's good. That's
Like,
good.
The
Yeah.
thing about TikTok though, it gets so overplayed because you get one funny trend and then it's a million people recreating
Everyone
it,
does it.
and then it's
Yeah.
not funny after like the fifth attempt.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get people who like kind of put their own twist on it, like
Yeah,
the ones that don't have much to do with the audio itself and just have more like
but it gets played to death a lot of the time.
I don't know, man. I can scroll through a million day 4 of not shoving X up my asshole, and I will enjoy it every time
Maybe that's just indicative of your sense of humor.
because I like people shoving things in their assholes.
Maybe like ass play.
Apparently.
No, fuck no.
I
Shit comes out
mean,
of there. Shit
why-
comes out of there.
Why are you enjoying TikToks about people shoving? things
Because
in
it
their butt?
it's people
It's funny.
making fucking
I want to do that, but I
Oh,
can't.
fucking- what? Hell
I
no.
want to do that.
That's you. I'm quoting you.
Fuck no. Shit comes out of there.
I just like that.
Yeah.
I want to do
Then
that.
why do you want to see granola bars go up there?
It's I'm gonna attack you.
If poop comes out of there, you don't want granola bars to go up there. Unless
Yeah, man.
It's
you
the
want
fucking
something about
video.
it.
I'm gonna fucking. Why do you watch straight porn if you don't like penis?
That's why I watch.
Is it 'cause you
tranny porn.
fantasize?
It's only 25% gay.
All right. Jesus.
That was a bit of a plot twist.
No, it's because like if you have
Because he only
if you have-
25% wants it in his ass.
if you have a male to female, like so like a male has like the tits but still has the dick, fucking a girl, and there's tits involved, so like the dick is like a feminine dick, so it's only it's only like half gay.
I feel like you're insulting. I feel like you're insulting a lot of people with that,
But,
with
like-
just that statement.
like straight porn, it's like there's a dick and a vagina, so it's like 50%
Yeah, there's a
dick,
dick
50%
involved.
vagina, right?
Yeah.
Gay porn, it's 100% dick. Tranny porn,
Yeah.
the dick is feminine because there's tits. Because like if they're
Okay.
trannies, right? If they're she.
But what if
So that
they
means since the
identify
dick is
as a male?
feminine, yeah, but like that's not always the case. That's why you pick and choose. Which
he,
ones you
he has to
watch.
find the one that the
Pick and
video
choose.
starts and they go, I identify as a woman. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, female dick.
Exactly.
God.
So
That's
then-
fucked. I feel like this entire section just offended a lot of people.
No,
Nah.
Oh, he's just
No.
having a straight up talk, man.
it's not.
Oh,
Just getting
God.
down.
No.
It's
No.
science. People talk about
It's
it all the
science.
time.
It's science.
True.
It's biology. You could identify however you want. It's just my personal preference. Just kidding.
Nah, your personal preferences are JOIs.
No,
Cougars.
geocrystals.
Not JOIs.
yours?
Curtis would enjoy JOIs. 100%.
Oh, jerk off. Yeah. I don't know about
Jerk
that.
off instructionals.
I don't know
No.
about that. You sound kind of nervous
Mi-
about that. You're like, oh no, I've been exposed.
Mikey said it once, like a year ago or something like that.
I brought it up once, I think.
Yeah. It's something about you watched one and you were like, you weren't sure how to feel about it. I think I went and watched one and I just felt weird.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything with it. I was literally just like, this is weird. And it's like they talk to you like they're expecting an answer, and it's like, I'm not talking to my phone, man.
Well, that's just like ASMR, like role play kind of videos and
Yeah.
stuff, or ASMR videos where they're like,
Right.
"How you doing?"
Right,
That's
Mikey?
Great.
ASMR videos, like the girl sleeping beside you
Yeah,
ASMR video,
That was that weird one.
where you were, I don't remember if you were high. You just had your like moment of like, I don't know if I feel alone, or I don't know if this is supposed to make me feel alone with the fact that I'm listening to this right now.
Yeah, it's probably high, honestly. When I
Yeah,
had
probably.
TBH.
True. All I really remember is you going, I listened to it for a bit, and I'm not sure if I was supposed to feel alone or excited.
That's the weird thing about ASMR videos. It wouldn't necessarily ease the loneliness because then you really think about what you're doing, what you're watching, and
That's
and
why you're
it's just
supposed to.
kinda like,
Isn't that why you're supposed to like
uh,
close your eyes so you can kind of more imagine yourself in the situation?
Well, and here's the thing, like this is one's kind of ASMR. There's the whole other kind where it's just nice. It's relaxing, and if you feel
Yeah.
if you actually feel like the tingles like literally like
No,
on your head,
ASMR
is
it's an
creepy
actual
to
thing
me.
you feel. Well,
I
I'm
like
just saying if
watching,
you
like,
actually
the,
feel it, like
Do you know like the weird unintentional ASMR
oddly
stuff?
satisfying.
No, like
yeah.
the unintentional stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's like either like someone talking like in an interview or even like someone crafting something.
Yeah, and they're just kind of calm and.
Yeah, like
Oh
it-
yeah.
But no,
like they
I'm
don't
just
try
saying
to
like
do ASMR. It's just natural.
I like it like because it's if you literally because it's literally something you feel. You know, like it's an actual feeling.
Yeah, but
that you
I
get.
can't feel that. I can't get that feeling because
Well, yeah,
like
and if you don't
it's
feel
weird.
it, then it's weird as fuck.
You need
yeah.
to find
Well,
your trigger.
I
But, like,
I can't
no, that's
get
the
that
thing, like, if
feeling.
you
Yeah,
do,
maybe
like-
I need pegging ASMR or something.
No, like no, you don't. But I'm just saying, like
Well,
it could be something as
apparently I want
simple.
ass play. So.
It could be something as simple as just like a certain rustling sound or something, and I don't know. I mean, it works for me, and yeah, it's just something like you feel it, and it's nice, you know.
To me, ASMR is like the what is it? Like nature sounds. They make me feel uneasy.
Nature sounds make you feel uneasy.
I like nature
Man,
sounds.
I don't want to try. Well, it's some. I don't want to be trying to sleep and I hear flowing water because flowing water while I'm trying to
flowing
sleep
water. Fuck
is
no.
is immediate a red flag of something bad's happening.
Oh yeah.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah.
I like the storm ones.
Yeah, storm sounds are always nice.
The
yeah.
stormtrooper ones.
Stormtrooper sounds. I love that. Love that marching sound effect.
You're trying to sleep, you hear marching and fucking blaster noises.
Dun, 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 dun,
Well, wouldn't that be
dun,
relaxing?
dun,
Falling
dun.
asleep to Star Wars weapon noises.
Oh god.
Very
Fuck.
evocative.
Provocative.
No evocative, but no, I'm just saying ASMR. Like it gets a bad rep among people who maybe don't feel it because they think it's just a weird role play stuff. But that's a whole other section. Like that's like what it became. And
No, I'm
and
totally
videos
like
that aren't like the whole like feeling it thing. Like that's an entirely
no,
different.
I'm totally like
subsect
teach
of
their
it.
own. It's just not my thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But a lot of people just think it's the weird like role play girlfriend role play kind of stuff like that.
Oh,
but
like
that's not-
what's her name?
That's just one kind, you know. That's not all it is.
What's that one I see? She's always on my Instagram Explorer. Is it Jibby or Gibby Fish?
Yeah,
whatever.
Gibi or something.
Gibi.
Yeah, I always see her on my Instagram.
Yeah, she's like
I-
one of the most popular ones.
I
and
get the
her
appeal
videos
when
are-
when someone's watching those role play ones, but it's like at the same time that's just even weirder. I don't know in what situation I would ever like be with someone and have
put
them
one of those
like
videos
have them
on.
going up to my ear going like, "How's it going tonight? How are you?"
Yeah, in real life it definitely wouldn't translate.
Have you guys like ever watched like the medical exam ones?
Yeah, there's like cranial nerve or like actual real life medical exam ones.
Well, like there's like both of them, right? Like the
Oh, like the
role plays.
cranial nerve. It's usually cranial nerve
Yeah.
That-
exams or something.
Wasn't
like
that like
yeah.
really big when it was first? Like everyone was saying binaural audio or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cranial nerve is like one of like the stereotypical like most popular.
Because it does all your
things.
senses, it like hearing, sight.
Mm-hmm. And I find especially the weird thing works like hand motions across the screen like that. I find that really works for me.
One of
Like
my
it-
favorite ones is actually like following the light.
Yeah,
Light
that's a good
triggers,
one as
yeah.
well.
I don't know
Mhm.
why.
There's just it's something weird. Like it doesn't. It's weird, but like I felt like things like this before sometimes, and I never knew it was actually a specific feeling.
Oh, like actually
until-
in the doctor's office, like. getting
Oh, just in
tingles?
general.
Oh, like
Curtis
in
goes to the
general, like,
doctor's office, gets fucking
well, like
starts getting ASMR
Well, like
tingles.
well,
He's
no,
like,
I felt I would feel that when I get like a haircut or something like that, or
my
stuff like that, and then-
optometrist. That's a good one.
optometrist.
Yeah, like cause my optometrist is like soft spoken too.
Okay,
so,
so it's like
so
that.
she's like,
Mhm.
all right, which one's better, number one or number two?
I-
and like you
I
hear
swear,
the flipping.
I've
of the
I've never
glasses.
met anyone in my life that is just like unintentionally ASMR. Every single like doctor I've had, they're always just like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, for me, there's never been a such thing as going to the doctors and feeling relaxed. That's for sure.
I
You
maybe
don't feel
maybe there
relaxed at
has.
your doctor's?
No, he puts his thumb in my ass.
Clenches his
And we're
butthole.
and we're not even at the doctor's office.
Well,
It's
I don't
weird.
know.
He
I
comes
mean,
up
the
to me on the
doctors,
street.
the doctors isn't as well. I mean, if you just go to the doctor for a checkup, it's not as bad as going to the dentist for a checkup. But
Nah, I'd rather go to the dentist.
I mean, for me, the dentist is chill until they put that fluoride shit in your mouth, and then that's where I just draw the line.
Well-
I fucking hate. Every
well,
time I feel like I'm gonna like barf or some
which
shit, or it's just
fluoride,
in there
though?
for too long.
which one do you?
I don't
get?
know any flavor.
No,
man.
no,
Like,
no.
they all just don't work
Do
for
you
me.
do you get the one where it's like painted on like varnish?
Oh no, the kind that's
No,
like
Get the varnish. The varnish
okay,
is
it's the other.
so much
It's the other kind where they gotta put like the sucker
The,
thing in your
um,
mouth
The
at the same
sucky
time.
suck.
The sucky suck. That I go to the dentist and I'm like, okay, sucky suck time.
Oh, you mean where they put the things in your mouth and the dentist puts his lips on yours and sucks all the moisture out for you?
Oh Jesus.
The doctor's like,
Yeah, he gets a straw into his own nose.
Fuck. That's very
No.
uncomfortable.
The,
This is a very
um,
uncomfortable.
the
thought.
teeth tray fluoride is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
always
I like
get
that
gonna
stuff.
that.
I like
barf
the
every
mint
time.
ones.
Not
Really?
the varnish is so much better. Like, sure, you can't.
Oh,
the-
that blue stuff, like with the like.
I don't know if it's. No. Well,
It's like it's the high pitched like. Zzz.
no.
And,
This
like,
stuff
polishes your
they
teeth?
literally.
Oh, I'm
It's
thinking the
no.
polish.
This. Oh
Never mind.
yeah, you're thinking polish. No, the fluoride. It's literally like a tiny little. It's kind of like a nail polish brush, and they just polish this varnish onto your teeth,
No, I
and
never
then
had
really-
that.
it hardens up, and then you're not allowed to have anything to drink for like an hour, and nothing hot for 2 hours, something like that, and you just brush and it comes right off.
I've never even heard about this before.
I've been to the dentist twice in the last 4 years. I've gotten it both times.
Oh, okay.
Actually, sorry, I've been to the dentist 3 times because I had to get my fucking tooth recrowned after I cracked it.
Man, you got a root canal before.
Nope, I'm probably wait. I
Not-
might have to get one.
Not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not fun.
I have nerve damage in my one tooth, and I'm thinking about just asking
Oh.
them to rip it out, and I'll just get like a fake tooth.
Yeah.
Well, it's literally like not the front 2 teeth; it's one of the ones beside it. It's been capped.
Oh.
Just ask
been
him to
capped
pull out all your
twice.
teeth. Get dentures.
Yeah. Get dentures. I mean, you already got your spinal fusion. Might as well just get dentures
Fuck
too while you're
off.
at it.
No, I already feel old enough with metal in my spine. It feels so weird. What was it? I think I screwed something up in like not in the lower back, like just a little bit above it. I can't lay in bed at night and then stand up. I am literally like crunched forward in pain.
Oh, what?
It's I don't know. It might just be my bed because again my bed's fucking old. I need to get a new mattress. So, but
Oh.
yeah, like
Casper.
I wake up in the morning, I stand up, I feel great. If I'm laying on my back or laying in a slightly awkward position on my side and I stand up, my spine, it's like it hasn't been sitting straight while I'm laying down, and it just aches.
Ow.
I don't know if it's
It's nightmarish.
well, the pain's like in the middle of my back, so I think I just tweaked something in my middle back, which
Oh, okay.
to get any chiropractic work done on my back is a pain in the fucking ass, because he can't do half the stuff since he could torque the screws out.
Yeah, you could really twerk it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, doctor's gonna flip his hand and torque those screws.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't know my chiropractor was Curtis.
Get out.
Get out.
So did you guys watch the Formula One race today?
No.
Hungarian Grand Prix. No,
No. I
never.
did
Not this week. You
not.
missed it.
How did Lando do?
I missed it.
Lando Norris didn't do so hot. I think he finished
Ah.
P13. Let me check actually.
Well, what he went third, fifth.
And but misses the third one. 13th.
For those who don't know who Lando Norris is, he's a former Twitch streamer who became a professional F1 racer.
God.
But like typical, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas came 1-3. Verstappen second. That's your F1 update of this pot.
All right, we got
Oh,
some
fuck.
F1 updates coming at
Like
you.
there's on Netflix. There's even an F1 show, Drive to Survive. It's a good show. I'd recommend it.
Is it about actual F1 or is it about the video game F1?
It's about F1.
Curtis,
Like they.
Curtis,
Okay.
I'll show you. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Like season 1 is about at the season 2 years ago. Season 2 is about last year's season. So like
Okay.
it's kind of like leading up into this season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
I have the video that I love from F1 that I saw. This is how they hand out the medals at the end of the race. The little podium trophy robot. Because they can't get close to them.
Are you streaming it?
Yeah, it should be up on the screen.
I don't see it streaming.
Yeah, your stream's not up on Discord.
I asked this like an hour ago. You guys
It
said
w-
it was fine.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
and
up,
then it
and
went
now
down.
it.
Well, I've done nothing. I played it for the Video Cut podcast, the video podcast, so you guys can watch it for yourself. It's I'll go for the audio. It's basically just a little box on wheels that has the trophy and it rolls it up to the to the racer
That,
at the podium.
they could have just had someone with like gloves. Like,
No,
No, man.
because they
Social
can't.
distancing. The FIA and F1 is taking this serious.
Yeah, because what if the person who brings it up has COVID and then they get one of the racers COVID? Now that guy's out of racing.
They've
For-
like in the past like couple weeks, they've done like over 4,000 tests and only 2 positive
What-
tests.
What's their
I
testing?
guess
Like,
they're doing all right then.
what's the ratio for their testing? Is it every couple days or?
I think so. Well, like
Because I know
the drivers don't
NHL.
really- the drivers don't really need to show up until like the weekends.
Yeah.
They could
But I
like
mean,
do
like-
whatever and train like during the weeks.
Yeah. Well, I just know MLB and NHL right now. It's every 48 hours
Holy.
for them.
Maybe
It's to take
something
all those
like
precautions. And
yeah.
the thing that I found was weird. I was talking to a girl, and we were talking about the
Oh.
Leafs. Yeah, I know. Keeping this
Your
one on
mom?
the down low for now. Yeah. No, we're talking about the Leafs, and she said this thing that I found out. I just found this out. Is they're not allowed. They can't be transparent if a player gets coronavirus.
Yeah, like there's like a lot
They're
of things
told
like
not to.
a lot of things like they just announce on Twitter. It's like ineligible to play or something.
Yeah,
Like
Oh.
so it's kind of like obvious like that they might
Yeah,
have it or something.
but they're not allowed to say this person has coronavirus. Like that's so. I feel like that's stupid.
Well, it's also kind of like
Yeah.
a privacy thing too. Like a few months, like maybe like a month ago, or even few weeks ago, like Austin Matthews, was tested positive, and like it was kind of kept hush hush, and then Steve Simmons, like he's a reporter for like the Toronto
Yeah.
Sun or something at some bad newspaper, and he tweeted that, and like he got a bunch of shit for that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's supposed to be hush hush. It's like privacy
Yeah.
thing. Like
even
Yeah, that
like
makes sense.
injuries, they're not very.
yeah, they just say upper
Out
body,
there.
lower body concussion or something.
Well, no, there was so. Mike, you know who Zach Hyman is, right?
yeah, Hyman.
Yeah, Hyman. He got hit in practice. Like he took a shot in front of the net
Hmm.
and was out for practice yesterday. And they didn't like. There's kind of nothing. Like I feel like you should at least say, this guy's hurt or he's taking a day off or something like that. Like
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I feel like that should be at least something.
they would normally say upper body or lower body injury day to day or something, or under
Yeah, but
evaluation.
with Hyman, it was literally they were just like, yeah, he's not coming to practice today.
Just disappeared.
Yeah, it's like give the sports bettors something to go off of. Their gambling addiction's riding on this.
True.
I feel like there should be a little bit of transparency in that kind of thing. Obviously not like I don't need fucking play by play. Oh no, it's fucking Austin Matthews coughed. He might have coronavirus. Like I don't care that
no.
much.
Yeah, that's
Give-
true.
Like the old days of sports where it's like he he's missing the game with a bruised hand, or he had a cold this morning.
Hmm.
It's like nobody says that anymore. It's like they're not playing because like they're not able to play, or they're a healthy scratch today.
Well, it just
Like,
might be like a privacy thing.
fuck
They
their
don't need
privacy.
to.
You get paid millions of dollars to play sport. No, I'm kidding.
Like even some teams don't even really report salary details like for contracts.
That's something that's weird because I thought the NHLPA that was mandatory.
Well, like yeah, like they end up posting it, but like teams won't report it. Like they won't tweet it
Yeah.
out. No, like people will have to dig for that information.
Unless it's a big player, then everyone just goes, yeah, 30 million. Here you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Then all the insiders know the information.
Yeah.
Then they tweet it out. It
Alright,
sucks
I
that
think-
there was no free agency period this year though, because normally there's a good week of just signing and stuff.
I'm still trying to figure out how this like partial season's supposed to work out. I don't understand it.
They're just going to like do a 20-team playoffs kind of thing. Like
Well, yeah,
the top teams
I heard
of each
Toronto's
division,
playing.
like the top
but I
team
heard-
of each division will get a bye week, and all
Yeah.
the other teams will like be playing each other to kind of like face that team.
Yeah, well, I heard there's like Toronto has an exhibition game, more or less,
That's probably just
and then it's a qualifying for the Leafs at least qualifying round best of 5, to see which teams go into the
Ye-
first round of playoffs.
yeah, like that's the bye week that the top teams get, like where the
Yeah.
qualifying best of 5. I like it.
Leafs play the Habs on the 28th for an exhibition game, and then Columbus for qualifiers. Like what the
So I guess they're actually starting then soon.
I can
Okay.
finally have something to do at night instead of watching just
Oh,
South Park.
do you
I
know-
just binge watch shows right now. I need sports to watch.
Do you want to know what the schedule they're planning on doing? They're planning on doing like a game around lunch, like in the morning, and then like a lunch game, and then like an evening game, like 3 games throughout the day. So it's gonna be hockey all day.
I wonder if my boss will be against me getting like a second screen at my desk, just have the game playing.
Probably
Just
not.
so while I'm sitting at my desk, I can just like look at it.
Just put it in an area where more people can see it, and then yeah.
Then
Great.
I'd have to put it in the shop because there's all the mechanics are in the shop.
They'll probably bring their own TV. Who doesn't watch
No, I don't-
hockey in Canada, especially Thunder Bay?
They'll probably just listen for updates on the radio.
Yeah, or even just like have like just live radio playing.
Yeah.
That would be good enough, I think.
I'll be turning on my notifications for my phone so I can see the live score updates while I'm at work.
Sure, yeah, that always works.
Oh, maybe they'll put the TV in the lobby on. All right, I think we should probably start wrapping it up. It's been
Yeah, sounds good.
a little under an hour and a half, and it's late. I gotta work
and our
in the morning.
sponsor, Raycons. Just kidding.
Raycon Shadow Legends. Fucking
Thank you.
Raycon's is all of a sudden just all over the place.
Yeah, I know you can't escape it.
I kind of want to get them just to see how they are, because they are like,
Nah, man, just
They're
get
pretty
Jaybirds.
cheap. I already have Jaybirds and they fucking
Yeah.
broke.
Like getting more.
Jaybirds apparently don't work for sweaty people during workouts, because mine fried out in one ear.
Stop sweating, then.
Yeah, right. I'm fucking. All I do is sweat.
Sweaty boy, swamp ass.
Swamp ass. Curtis, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Curtis heard sports and he just kind of shut up for a bit. He's just like,
Well, you know how it goes.
come on, Curtis, sports ball.
Yeah, Curtis, do you
I
like
like-
fast cars? Cool driving?
Fucking-
Then you'd like F1.
Sports.
All right, that's it for the boys only cast. You know, if you're watching on YouTube, it's a thumbs up and a subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave
Smash
a
that
review.
thumbs up.
Smash that motherfucking like button. And then if you're on Spotify, I don't think there's such thing as reviewing on Spotify, so you can tweet at us at the Boys Only Fort on Twitter, or go on to one of the other platforms and shit on us from there, whatever you feel like. That's it. I'm Devin,
I'm Michael.
I'm Curtis.
and we're
Thank
the
you for
boys.
watching.
Bye.